Hi, my name's Carl Tuttle, and I'm going to tell you some stories about a man that I met 45 years ago, John Wimber. I met John at a Sunday school picnic in Irvine Park, California, and from that day forward until his death in 1997, he was the most influential man in my life, and he was actually a man who influenced lots of people throughout the world through his ideas and his ministry. So what I'm going to do is share with you some of the stories that kind of illustrate some of that wisdom that he had, some of the insight that he had, some of the practical ways that he led and pastored and equipped other people. So I hope you enjoy these little stories, these little vignettes, and I hope you get something out of it and are blessed by it. Thanks for watching. One of my all-time favorite stories about John has to do with some of his humor and his self-depreciating humor. John was, a very powerful guy. Had a great anointing, many gifts, many talents, had tremendous influence in lots of places. But, and he took that seriously. But one thing he didn't do is take himself too seriously. He was a lot of fun to be with. He would tell a lot of stories on himself that illustrated that he was far from perfect. And several years back, he was at a college and going to be speaking to the college chapel. And when they introduced him, they gave him this big, giant, elaborate introduction, something that I know he would be totally and completely uncomfortable with. He didn't have any need for that sort of stuff. And so the guy gave him this big introduction and talked about who he was and all the good things about him. They said, so I want you to give a warm welcome to Dr. John Wimber. Well, John had a way of kind of walking. He kind of just, shuffled, and so he kind of just shuffles out to the front, and he goes, before I get started, he said, I need to clear something up. And he goes, I don't have a doctorate. He goes, I don't have an earned doctorate. I don't have a honorary doctorate, nothing like that at all. He goes, I don't have a master's degree. He said, I didn't complete that. He goes, in fact, I'm fortunate to have my BA. He said, they pretty much just gave me that. He said, I'm just John, and I'm just a fat man trying to get to heaven. And he just, just brought the house down. Those young people loved it. And it was one of the things that was exceedingly endearing about John. John would say that kind of thing in many different settings because he didn't want to be the man. One of his huge values is to take what God had given him and give it away to others. And he used his humor, and he used his own, physical condition to kind of disarm people and prepare them for the things he had to share with them. And I really loved that about him.